Good morning. Good morning, Bad Seed. Good morning, Smork. You guys are up here now because I've got my third monitor set up. So hopefully, right next to the camera, for my eyes anyway. So hopefully everything's over here. I can keep this window for Discord and stuff. One more to go. I don't know about that. I was trying to figure out how to plug everything in to my computer because I need I think any more monitors need to be no, I don't want any more screens. I don't even use that third monitor during the day because I don't know. I have no need for it. It's strictly that whole monitor is OBS now. Before it was kind of like crammed with a bunch of other stuff. Max 4 per GPU. Yeah, so I've got 4 on my GPU, and then I've got an HDMI and a display port on my built-in. So one of my monitors is plugged into my built-in, and the other 2 are plugged into my GPU. There's no way I would do 6 monitors. What would I would just be I would be surrounded by monitors. What's going on this side here? What is this? What is this line? Where's that coming from? Something's casting a weird shadow. I don't know where that's coming from. Hold on a sec. I'm going to see if I can fix that. What is going on there? My game's paused. My game is paused. Hold on a sec. Let's see if I can fix this. I'm stupid. It's okay, everyone. I'm just stupid. It's part of the fucking UI of the game. Oh man. For some reason, I thought that little bar was like a stripe on my green screen. I'm just dumb. Okay. I don't know how you can have 8 screens at work. That'd blow my ADHD riddled mind. I would not be able to handle that. Okay. I need more coffee. Definitely. I've only had like a sip. Definitely need more coffee. Okay. I think we were going to do a little... Where am I? I'm here. Am I there? Where am I? I am. Fully surveyed. What was I looking for in here then? A derelict? Oh, right. That is a derelict domain era mothership, and it was surrounded by a ton of fucking drone ships that we didn't have any chance. I remember that. You didn't have a choice. You were an SOC analyst. Lots to keep an eye on. SOC. Security something compliance. Operation compliance. We will go here and we will find the derelict ship, assuming I have room I don't have room, really. Oh, I could drop a ton of metals if I had to. Security Operations Center. Ah, okay. That was close. Can't imagine having to keep an eye on so much stuff. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy to me. Oh, what's this? What is that? That's weird. I guess it was drifting. That was weird, eh? It changed course. Yeah, look at this. A derelict Colossus-class heavy freighter drifting through space. It is battered, though determining whether it's recoverable or not will require closer examination. There's a bit of a stir on your bridge. Your tactical officer re-queries sensors about the derelict ship. Did we not observe this ship perform independent maneuvers mere hours ago? Your sensors officer takes longer than usual to respond, speaking very carefully. With respect, readings taken in hyperspace are intrinsically imprecise. Our Euclidean display framework is only an interpretation by our best expert systems. They wave toward the current readings. It was clearly just a blip. They nod without making eye contact with tactical. A hyperspace blip, yes. It doesn't seem to, let's explore it. What kind of ship is this? Okay. So yeah, it's one of these heavy freighters. We have a couple of those, I think. Salvage it, I guess. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's resume course. Something not quite right there. No, damn it. These fucking storms. I got lots of fuel, and I got lots of supplies. So I'm not too worried about getting stranded this time. Whoa, whoa. Did that slipstream just come out of nowhere? It did. Wow. That was crazy. That dropped right on top of us. Some weird stuff is afoot. Okay. That is a real fleet because they have a radar range. They're just not interested in checking us out. Another unidentified entity. Falcon class light cruiser. Oh, this is a pirate version. Yeah, I'm not salvaging pirate ships because I'm not a pirate. All right. What do we got going on here? There is something right above us in that ring. We're here looking for... What are we here looking for again? A derelict ship. At least cruiser-sized. It's combat freighter, so that's not it. No. I think I'll assemble a sensor relay here. Help myself find this derelict that we're looking for in this system. Did it say where it was? Some distance away from the center. Yeah, these ones are tough because it could really be anywhere. Like, some distance away could be anywhere. Because I don't think these maps have edges. Oh, there's a ping. That could be it. We will see. The derelict cruiser. Venture. Transmitter sends out an encrypted broadwave signal. Uh-oh. No, I'm not going to use the story point on that. Okay, was that it? I don't think that was it. Sent a signal to somebody, though. There it is. There's a fleet. I'm going to go dark here. They should not be able to track me. There it is. What is that? Looks like a pirate fleet. I could probably take them, actually. Yeah, you don't know what I am yet, do you? That's right. You made a big mistake laying that trap. Level 4, level 2, level 2, level 3. Yeah, they're in trouble. Element of surprise, exactly. Even for a fleet my size, going dark lets me get close enough. I mean, their fleet has to be big enough, too, to have a bigger sensor profile, but lets me get close enough to them to see their fleet comp while they don't even see me on their radar. All right. Neutral posture. They don't know who I am. They're not certain of my identity. Well, then you're not going to know the name of the man who killed you. I probably don't need to bring everyone for this. I probably don't need the second cruiser. We'll do that. And we'll bring the Tempest. Let that new Tempest get some exercise. Like 96 supplies. I'm carrying so many supplies, though. You know what? Fuck it. Let's be sure about this. I've got 2,000 supplies. So wasting some supplies on over-deploying to guarantee victory, I think, is okay. So that's what we'll do here. All right. Form up some strike groups. So we'll do you with you and you with me. We'll break it up by cruiser here. So we've got a carrier with each cruiser. The Shrike can go with me because I'm faster, and the Hammerhead can go with you. Combat Frigate can come with me, and the Furbolt can go with you. And then you can take the Kite, and I'll take the Tempest. I want to see if I can get a good idea of what that Tempest is doing in battle. All right. No strategic objectives on this map. Right, here we go. Take out this wolf. Wrecked. Oh, wrecked that guy immediately. It looks like we're going to go for this one. EMP missiles. No chance. No chance. Oh, that was a big torpedo that thing shot at me. Who's left? Got a little tiny kite left that's going to be dead in like 2 seconds. Yep. Awesome. No chance. I lost 3 crew, that's it. I don't want any of your ships. There. That's what you get. Laying a trap. Okay. Was that the derelict we were looking for? It was, yes. Alright. We're just gonna do... We're gonna go down here and do another scan, just to be sure. There's nothing else in the system. Nope, I just see the debris field that we left behind. I'm gonna go down here and do one more scan. Nothing. Okay. That's it. Alright, I think that was it for this trip, because cargo's almost full. Good girl. Cargo is almost full. So we are going to... This is where we are. Head back to Galicia. To sell our stuff at Dinriku mining base. Oh, what was that? There must be a comm beacon around here. There's some weird stuff out here in hyperspace, man. Weird stuff. Another set. Radar ping, there's another fleet. That's probably... They see me, but they're not changing course, so I'm assuming they're probably scavengers, salvagers. Nope, don't get that storm. Clear sailing here. It feels like it's funny because it's like you get like a naval feel, like calm waters, rough waters, that kind of stuff. All right, what do we get here? A bunch of personal bounties. System bounty. System bounty. There's a personal bounty. Ooh, 152,000 reward. Combat modified super freighter. Wow. 2 large missile and 2 large ballistic. I definitely... An eradicator. Yeah, there's no way. It's a lot of cruiser-sized ships. I don't think I'll be doing that one. We can do combat, but it's not our primary focus. Smuggler. Okay, we have to see what configuration Galicia is in right now. Enrique is right next to Pontius, so we're going to drop in on Pontius. Salvage fleet. I hear you, salvage fleet. You want to just sell your stuff quietly. I respect that. Alright. We need a lot of extra heavy machinery here. How am I doing? Crew is good. Take the fuel. I'll always take the fuel. We don't need 2,000 supplies. Maybe we're using 7 a day. I'll keep like 1,400, I guess. It's a multiple of 7. No, it's not. All this stuff. We keep 50 of these. And we keep 50, or we keep 100 of these. $50 of these. No, we don't need the ore at all. Okay. All right. Made a 1/4 mil. That's okay. All right, we will sell that. Let's see what they got for ship hulls. Another Phaeton tanker, which I think we wanted to, and a larger combat freighter. So I think we wanted to replace another one of our small tankers. And we have one last combat freighter. That we can upgrade to a upgraded size. This is 168 cargo capacity. Oh, we're looking at the open market. I guess it doesn't matter. There's another Tempest. A Brawler gunship. How's my piloting? That's the name of that ship. It's funny. Heavy frigate. This one's 250 cargo capacity. And this one I was replacing was 168. It's not really much of a difference. I will upgrade one of these though, so we'll strip this. Oops. And sell. And I think we have to have our transponder on to buy these. Oh, we don't at this station. They don't care. We'll come down here and we'll move that. Oh yeah, we picked up this big ass cruiser. I forgot about that. Give this thing a basic fit. I think, oh man, Aurora class assault cruiser. 2 medium energy, 2 medium synergy. 4 small synergy. What the hell is a synergy mount? Missiles or energy as opposed to hybrid. Okay. Wow, you could really deck this thing out in energy weapons. Holy crap, it's got a lot of turrets. I am not sure what to do with this. What is its deployment cost with no hull mods? 30. Yeah, so it's like cruiser. It's like the same as our other cruisers. This one, oh no, that's 20. And this one's 20. Oh, so it's actually bigger. Deployment cost, anyway. Among the fastest and most maneuverable cruisers, also one of the safest. Shield arc is 180 degrees. I still don't think, I mean, I have a 360 degree shield arc. The apogee, I think, someone in the stream was saying, more familiar with the game, that this one is, I think, one of, if not the rarest cruiser because of faction mechanics, I think. This one is way more firepower, but I don't think it has a large, it does not have a large weapon mount. Okay. Anyone have energy mastery here? They do. I have them piloting my Shrike right now. The Furbolg is all armor, no shields, which can be an advantage. Jeez. I'm having a hard time figuring out what to do with this ship. Should I replace my Furbolg for now? It's operational time. Maintenance, if I unmothball it, maintenance is 17. Peak performance is 420. Peak performance here is 300, 360, 480, 480, 420, 540, 420. A lot of these have pretty decent performance time. Not the Tempest is only 180. Same with the Kite. Pirate Kite. Having a hard time making a decision here. I think I'll go and put it in storage for now. Actually, I think what I'll do. Okay, let's go to Ansura here. That's where all our equipment is stored. Analyze derelict ship mission. That's close. I will accept that contract. And then we will go and we will check that out. I think we've been to Genbu, but there is an unsurveyed planet there. Bringing 8 supplies a day, I think, because something's being repaired right now. Okay, let's put all our stuff in storage. All these weapons. Sort. I have a lot of large weapons. I'm very happy about that. Hey, hey, hey. What are you doing? Come here. Come here. Bestad. Bestad. Come here. My cat opens the closet in this room when I'm not paying enough attention to her. I go and open the closet door. She'll like get her hand under the door and be like, eh. It's like the folding accordion doors or whatever. Like, I want attention, so I'm going to do things that you don't like. Go in this closet. All right, let's see what we can do with this if we were to outfit it. So, some energy turrets, heavy blaster, ion pulsar. So we said we wanted something that was more focused on point defense, right? So on all of these small energy turrets, we could put point defense. Long range point defense. Wow, that is actually... So I could have 2 long range point defense. And then regular point defense lasers here and here. So that gives some pretty decent point defense coverage. I guess it has a small coverage gap here. That's okay. And then if we look at... What do we got here? Short range damage. What's its combat speed? 72, which is pretty good for a cruiser. This one's combat speed is 81. Oh, 72. No, it's the same speed as the Apogee. I suppose I could put thrusters on it. So that gives me compromised hull slowing it down. No. Still only 72. But the should be 82, I guess. Oh, it has its built-in system provides an extreme boost to top speed. So it can use that periodically to close in. So don't go into that closet. Don't do it. What was the phase lance? It was short range. I mean, that's pretty short range too. Ion cannon. It's an ion pulsar. That's a small. And then a pulse laser. Put constant pressure on the enemy. This could disable systems. We're not like a support cruiser here, I think. That's going to come up and just fucking disable ships that it shoots at and protect them from weapons and from missiles and fighters, I think is what we want to do. This is probably best to have a missile on because it's rear facing. Gorgon. Energy strike fired from unexpected attack vectors. Each missile fires a high-powered laser when it gets near the target. A missile? A missile? You get 6 shots. It's a missile that fires lasers. It's crazy. Each missile fires a graviton beam, dealing 1,000 kinetic damage. Raise shields and build excess flux while raked by the gazer's graviton beam, or drop shields and open yourself to a more direct attack. This is 9 shots. So this fires a kinetic beam. You know what? I like that one. What was the other one? The Gorgon. This is the gazer. do the gazer on here. We've got another small energy turret up front. Put point defense in that also. Point defense everywhere. Okay. I think there was a point defense mod. I have a lot of mods now, so it's kind of hard to keep track of all of them. What are you doing? Crazy cat. Nav relay extends the range of energy weapons, so this would be 40%. What was the other one? This can be S-modded for 40%. We'll do this one for now because I'm not planning on S-modding it, though I can always swap that if I want to. I thought there was advanced turret gyros, increases damage to missiles and fighters. Oh, that's only if it's S-modded. But I think that's what I want for... if I want this to be focused on point defense. Okay, I need to put at least some capacitors and vents in here. And then I have some forward-facing synergy mounts. I feel like slow firing high damage energy gun can only be used at close range. Just have a ton of Annihilator rockets. More Gorgon. The Salamanders, which can disable shields. Because these are the ones that fire at the ship and then they like go around behind it and try to take out the engines. If I want this to be a support cruiser, it probably makes sense to have a couple of those. A couple Salamanders. Heavy blaster. Pulse laser or phase lance. No hard flux. This has hard flux, but it takes more flux. Let's see if we can do that. There's some way to deal damage to people. And then I'm going to put a couple Annihilator pods on the front, and these will be for damage dealing. Hey Karma, how's the weather in space? Space weather is pretty good so far. The space weather has been fairly kind to us today, at least. How are you doing? Thanks for coming by. All right, and then we've got some more ordnance points, maybe for another hull mod. Something like this, maybe. Is this the same run? Yep, same run. I've played probably 5 or so hours since then on this run, but yep, same run. I picked up a pristine, nearly pristine, derelict Aurora. So I'm seeing if I can turn it into a support cruiser, because I was talking about how I wanted something that has some point defense, dedicated point defense. So I think we were on easy difficulty. We did a fast start with easy difficulty. That was because I didn't know what I was doing, and I always typically go for a softer start for my video games because I'm pansy. If I want to play hard game, I'll play Elden Ring, which I've been playing off stream. You can turn the difficulty up, can't you? Or is it fixed per save file? I may start over again if it gets too easy. I don't know. I was trying to turn an Aurora into a support cruiser. Yeah. I don't know. Point defense? Because it had a lot of energy mounts on it. I'm assuming that that's silly, but I'm doing it. I'm doing it. The Apogee, which is currently... Like, the Apogee has this fixed, large, forward-facing cannon, so it doesn't make sense to be able to, like... I mean, this has a lot of point defense on it, too, I guess, but it just doesn't have as much coverage as the Aurora. For you, the best part is making ship builds, putting it on easy defeats the point, because you want your ship. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know what... I'm not familiar enough with the game to understand what a challenge is yet, right? So, like, some of this is also just learning the mechanics of the game. And then I very rarely, especially on, like, rogue-like games... Like, I guess this is kind of roguish because you can... I'm imagining you can permanently ruin your run, or maybe not. But, like, typically I'll take more than one run at a game. Somewhere there's a burst laser factory owner who cannot feed their children. I only have one. This is where all my weapons are stored. So I've only picked up a single burst PD laser my whole run. Should I put it on the front, I guess? It's weird. Okay, and then larger friendly vessel. Well, this is already the largest that I have. So we'll do expanded magazines. And that leaves me with 8 ordnance. You saw some on the Eagle? What I do wrong, Vadseed? There are some burst PDs here. There's 3 forward-facing burst PDs. So it's just a surprise eye. Okay, that's fair. If I want heavy-duty PD for mid-sized tech, high tech, it's burst lasers. Okay, so I could take 2 off of this one. So put PD lasers and have a burst PD forward facing for this one, and then go back and put those other 2 on the Aurora. So I've got a forward facing one, and I could do one on each of the sides, I guess, and leave the back as a regular for now. That freed up a few ordnance points on there. I'll just give it capacitors, I guess. So it leaves me with 4 ordnance. I might as well do flux dissipation. Okay. It's not an assault anymore. Now it's close support. The ISS Rigel Flyer. What else do I have for medium energy? I have a couple heavy blasters. A mining blaster. Phase Lance. Or Auto Lance. So I was thinking go for something that would come up and basically disable their shields with the 2 large ones. Protect from fighters and missiles. I have this Gazer SRM pod, which seemed like a pretty good medium-sized support missile. Do damage to either hard flux damage. I don't know if it was... Yeah, it's like deal kinetic damage to shields. I don't know. I like the description of it. And then a couple annihilators, couple salamanders. And a forward-firing pulse laser for some just normal damage up front. Yours is quite fast, so it does well with shorter range weapons. I can rush in, use them, and back off again. So, I mean, yeah, like these are only 500 range. These, I am assuming, because they're unguided, do better up close anyway. Pulse laser is only 600. So, I don't really have a whole lot of... Like, what's shorter range than 500? In a medium slot, I don't really have much. So, that's as pretty short range as I get right now, I think. So, we'll drag this up. Fleet, I'm going to put it here. Take it out of Mothball. And then we had this energy dude. Who's this? Mercury Itokawa, who's got our energy weapon mastery. Put him on there. Pulse laser would do better swap with the ion pulsar because the pulsar has recoil. Ah. So this pulse laser should be an ion pulsar. So make this an ion pulsar. And make... Oh, in my cargo hold. And make these pulse lasers. Like that instead. Ion pulsars listed with very poor accuracy. Oh, okay. So the pulse lasers are perfect. This is better. Because it's fixed, I'm guessing. Do fixed emplacements give reduction to recoil or something like that? Hard points cut recoil in half. Ah, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay. Good to know. All right. So, that gives us one ordnance point left. Hence, I guess. All right, let's give it some weapon groups here. So, I think we want all of the PD lasers will be on an auto firing group. We have the salamanders can fire independently here. Same with the annihilators. We'll put them on the same one, but those will be not auto fire. But the pulse lasers can be auto fire. The gazer, actually, maybe it makes more sense to do it like this. Have the gazer, and then the annihilators. And the two salamanders. And then we have an ion pulsar and the pulse lasers, which can all be on auto fire as well. Probably not going to be manually piloting it, but just in case that I do, I want the weapon groups to make sense. All right. I think that's it. So we can repair that. Accuracy and recoil are basically the same thing in Starsector. Accuracy reduces as recoil builds. as a weapon fires continuously. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So we picked up a derelict mothership up here. And there's a Luddic Church pirate base here as well that we could also pick up. $40,000 reward is probably doable for us because the last one was $30,000. It was a pushover. You don't have to accept it. You just have to go and do it. So it's going to be there for 106 days. So we will go up here to Genbu and see if anything weird happens. Throw us off. There's Genbu. It's got a low warning beacon. That's fine. All right. Might consider swapping of the phase lance on the Eagle for a pair of IR auto lances. All right, let's go look at that real quick. Phase lances for IR auto lances. So the phase lance is short range, short duration. And the IR auto lance, it does fragmentation damage instead. It is significantly longer range. Extremely effective against fighters, and in the right circumstances, hull. Almost entirely ineffective against shields. Features an interlock to prevent automatic anti-shield fire unless fully charged. So, IR auto lances. Got an ion beam in the middle. So it's more of a it's got a longer range now. Operating range. Freed up 4 ordnance. Do you have anything that's like 4 or like 5? Once I have a 7 shield shunt. I don't want to do that, I don't think. There's a 7 for expanded magazines. I'd have to drop 3 of something. Maybe I should. The IR auto lance is a really complicated weapon. It's hard to understand. It's basically a very long range fighter sniping beam. Waits until shields are down to zap hulls of bigger ships. Interesting. Okay. So if I drop some capacitors, I can get expanded magazines there. Okay. So auto lances, the point defenses. I've got 2 heavy autocannons and a heavy mortar. 2 harpoons. The harpoons can be on auto fire. Is there any reason that I can't just have the heavy autocannons and the mortar all in the same firing group? 700, 800. Seems like it would be okay to fire them all at once. Anti-shield and anti-armor. I guess the idea is to not fire them at the same time because they either have their shields up or they don't have their shields up. Okay, we'll do that. Let's you switch between the two depending on what you're shooting at. The Eagle isn't quite fast enough to get in close and use the phase lances, unless you go out of your way to build it for speed and beam range. The IR auto lance is more reliable, lower impact, works better with the heavy autocannons. Okay. Because these will tear down the shields, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, so it's about like complementing, either going for like one trick pony haul where you put a bunch of weapons that all do like one focused task, or you have like pairs or groups of weapons that complement each other. That makes sense. Okay. I think everything is good now as far as ordnance points goes. We'll make sure we put the rest of this stuff in storage that we took off. Okay. And we'll use that 1 point. All right. Let us resume course to Genbu. Genbu. Oh, I'm gonna get zapped. Zap, 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 stop. What kinds of apogee builds have I tried? I haven't like I haven't been keeping track really. I've just been like kind of trying a few different weapons as I got them. So right now I've Tritachian. Don't see too many of those. Right now I have kind of the like get in close. So I have this that put pressure on their shields as I close in on a larger ship. And then when I get in close, usually their shields are about to go down, and I come up and kind of shove this plasma cannon right down their throat. That's my approach right now, is I just get in and just unload the plasma cannon into their hull, which has been working pretty well so far. That's a weird ship, that blue ship at the front of the fleet. I've never seen that one before. Whoa. Distress call. Beta Dafon system. Where's that at? How much time do we have on this? 102 days. We're going to divert for that distress call. No additional information. Oh, that's a Medusa. It's a bigger version of the Wolf. Okay, that's cool. The Wolf, yeah, the Wolf looked pretty cool. Like, kind of like phasing around. All right. I don't see anything here, but this is a pretty big system. A lot of belts. So it's probably near the jump point. Did I read the full description of the distress signal? Where is distress signal? Here? No additional information. The fleet, typical fleet, doesn't carry the equipment to broadcast a full-fledged data stream. That's all it says. I've investigated the system the distress call came from. So I don't know if that means that we're done. There is remnant fragment and a debris field, probably. There's a bit of text you're looking for, but it might be on the distress call ability. May be used by a stranded fleet to punch a distress signal through to hyperspace, asking nearby fleets to bring aid in the form of fuel and supplies. Help may take many days if it arrives at all, and taking advantage of it will result in a progressively higher reduction in standing with the responders. By long-standing convention, the fleet in distress is expected to meet any responders at the innermost jump point. Ah. I didn't know that. All right. That's good to know. So there is some stuff going on here. Oh my. That's large. I think I'm going to leave. Uh-oh. Yeah. I'll take the asteroid hits if they come. There we go. Yeah, that is definitely a pirate trap. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay. Back to a regularly scheduled programming. Going to Genbu. Fucking pirate traps. All right. So we are looking for some distance away from the center. So we will go to outer system jump point. Well, there's a fringe jump point. We'll go to that one. Nothing here. I've been here before. Though that sensor array... Oh yeah, there was a pirate base. This was the system where that 30,000 bounty pirate base was that we took out. There was one unsurveyed planet that we didn't do. I'm going to go and get my... What are we here looking for? Just a derelict ship. Okay. Oh, there's something. Who's this? I don't have a quest for that. Hmm. I think that person that jumped us had a bounty on them. Oh, no. They're in the next system over. I don't know why this one has importance, but... Burr Shelby. They do have a bounty on them. Well... Oh, there's a local section. Okay. Well, I'll... doesn't matter. I'm going to kill this guy. 2 fast attack cruisers. I'm probably going to have to bring everything for this. Their hull integrity is already 50% on this one, though. Okay. Here we go. Bring the new Aurora. Probably going overkill. That's okay. I like going overkill. All right. Let's have the Aurora. What do I want to do here? 2 groups and then me, and I'll just float between them, I guess. Okay. Actually, maybe it makes more sense to have the Aurora on its own and have everything else follow me. And I can float the Aurora around depending on who needs coverage. So you can start by following me for now. And then if I need to, I can command it to go after somebody else. Any command points or anything? Nope. Okay. Bonk. Oh, that guy behind me. Oh, no. Ah. Jesus. Oh, that guy unloaded into me. He's got a lot of point defense on him. Holy crap. Okay. I want you to put pressure on this guy right here. Yeah, get him. That guy fucked up my ship. There. What a jerk. Alright, who's left? Got some bigger ships up here. I think we're doing okay so far. That's the last one. Nope, there's a combat freighter harassing my carrier. Oh yeah, that carrier wasn't really in any trouble, I guess. Oh, coward. How fast is this guy? He's pretty fast. I'm gonna harry him until he is friggin' can't run. A lot of combat readiness. Okay, now I think I'll pursue. He's attempting to disengage. What do I have here for speed? 93 speed, so I need stuff that's faster than that. My Furbolg. My Shrike. Hammerhead just barely. The Aurora not quite. Tempest. Deploy the Vanguard in front of him by clicking on it more than once. I don't know what you mean. Clicking on what more than once? Clicking on his fleet in space? This? Is that what you're talking about? If I take command of, let's say, the Shrike. Oh, I wanted to... Wait, what did I just do? Deploy left. Deploy right. Ah. Deploy left. Smaller ships can be deployed on the flanks. Okay. So we can do this. I kind of wanted to, yeah, take command of this ship here. Can you take command? There you go. Am I? Oh yeah, they're coming in on him here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There you go. Cool. The poor Shrike isn't properly armed. I'm imagining not. But thank you for that tip about deploying left and right. I did not know that. That makes, yeah, that makes pursuing people way easier. That is a huge difference. Okay. There was some debris down here. I got the bounty for killing that pirate. Nope. That's a salvaging. There's a small weapon in the Shrike's main gun. Ah. It's probably left over. Yeah, right there. Oh, it's an IR pulse laser too. That should probably be a much stronger energy weapon. Okay. Well, when we are done up here, we will go down there and we will... Actually, we'll do probably a once over the whole fleet to make sure that everything is fitted properly, because I probably missed some stuff. Okay, I'm going to go grab that sensor array. From the pirates that used to be in here. We will overload it. There was a Letic Church base up here somewhere that needed to be destroyed. I don't remember where. We haven't got the derelict ship here yet. Some distance away from the center. So that could be anywhere, probably in the belt somewhere. I'm just going to head toward this planet because it's as good a place as any. Oh, I did see sensor reading here. That's just dormant remnants. There. Ruins. No. He's salvaging that. Ooh, a biofactory embryo. Interesting. Increases light industry by 2 units. Picked up a ton of food as well. Alright. Go along the outer edge here. Did I? I've surveyed that one also. Go along the outer edge here and see if we get any hits for that derelict. Some distance usually means 2 to 4. Yeah, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, so I typically just go, if it's got a ring, an outer ring or an outer belt, I usually just... Nope, see, there's a bunch of stuff up here. I bet it's one of these. Yep, there it is. There's a dormant remnant with some derelicts in here. There's a mining station. On the sensor package, done. Pods, some crew, some standard salvage, Sunder class destroyer with hyperspace topography on it. I've seen one of these before. Oh yeah, I've seen one of those before. Interesting. Okay. Anything else around here? Nothing. All right. So we had... What? There was a bounty up here for a Letic Church station. Okay. I think we'll head up there. Not that one. Not that one. Though that one's also close. This one. That's a system bounty. Not interesting. Okay. Al-Bari. Let's not fly directly through the sun, please. Always wants to do that. Most direct route. Ugh. In the corona. Eh. Whoa. The hell is this? Huh. What is this thing right here? Doesn't look like a shadow because it's running from me. Ah, lost it. Alright. Weird shit going on the radar there. Have I attacked stations before? One time. I attacked a pirate station for 30,000. So this is a Luddic Path station for 40,000. So I'm assuming it's going to be kind of the same as what I did last time. Okay. Let's save here for a second in case things go horribly wrong. There are going to be lots of enemies here. Mixing up who owns the station with who gives the bounty. Oh, am I? You're right. It's the Luddic Church. It's a pirate base. It's 40,000. You're right. I was mixing that up. Thank you. So it's just pirates. So. All right. Let's see. They've got a nav buoy down here. I bet the base is around that. Yeah, there it is. So-cord platform. Like in the corona. Don't like that. Get him. Oh, missed him. Oh, bastard. Gotcha. There. All right. He has a nav buoy bonus and I don't. Yeah. I have to go and take that, but they had the fleet right around there, so I didn't want to let them. Let's just flip-flop back and forth. Okay. I'm going to pursue them. So the capital ship is a 60. So I can catch that with pretty much everything. It's not that big of a fleet. It does have a lot of small, fast ships. So what I think I'll do is that deployment trick where I'll deploy like some of these all on one flank just to help pursue. I'm not going to bother with those. I'm not going to bother with that. I would like to pilot the Aurora myself, I think. Oh, if it decides to run, it can go a lot faster because of its burn drive. Ah, okay. So they're pretty fast. They're all pretty fast. So I am going to transfer command to the Aurora. I'm going to do Aurora, Hammerhead, Shrike. And then we'll put these up on the left side together. Which one of these is the fastest? 142, 189, 147. So I want them to all stick together, though, because there are a few of them. I don't want them wandering off. So, they can grab that point while the three of us try to catch up to them here. My Annihilator and my Gazer. Probably have my shields up. Ugh. The rest of them are engaging their smaller ships. Try to get up here with my plasma jets. Come on, you. Come on, you. Oh, is he gonna get away? Ah! Okay. I think only one of them got away, though. Just the drone tender. Lasher. Accelerated ammo feeder. Provide flux cost reduction and brief boost of fire of all ballistic weapons. That's interesting. Tell everyone else how scary my fleet was building my legend. Go, tell your friends what you've seen here today. I mostly just don't want him living to flip this nav boy and comm relay or sensor array back. So we're going to finish him off here. So it's just a drone tender with an 89. I'm going to pursue. I am going to take... oh, I should have transferred command, whatever. So we're going to do Furbolg and these two on the left. And I want to transfer command here. If I can get in it, because the ship is too fast. There we go. Okay. Burn, burn, burn. That's right. There you go. Okay. I'm not going to recover that. I'm going to take all that stuff. Done. All right. We're going to take a break for ads. I will be back. Well, that's a pretty cool looking ship. I'll be back in a couple minutes. All right. All right, I'm back. I am back. Okay, so we're going to take this nav buoy. Take this nav buoy away from them. Proceed. And I'm going to hack this sensor array. Introduce false readings. Okay. That's probably a real fleet. It is. Bad news. Another enforcer, brawler, a wolf. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to try and outflank them. I guess this is where... So I was wondering, like, why don't you just have all huge ships? But I think this is why it's good to keep some frigates so that you can do flanks, right? Because otherwise you can't flank them with anything. So we are going to... The worst thing we have to worry about is an enforcer. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that Aurora, because it's got that speed boost. And we're going to do Aurora and our own enforcers, I guess. That's probably too much. These are both 66. That's 86. So we'll take the faster one. And then we'll deploy on the left flank. And on the right flank. And just kind of... come in on them here. So I want to make sure that we stick together. So we've got the Furbolg, 188 and 142. So you're going to stick with them. And here, I think the drone tenders have the same speed, 95, 95. So you all stick together there. What does a sensor jammer point to? ECM rating, reduce enemy weapon range by half the total ECM. 20 bonus deployment points. Don't really worry about that. I guess you can try to go for that. Look at that beautiful point defense. Get wrecked. Wrecked. Oh, he's just floundering. Wow, he's tough. Oh! Glad I caught that with the shield. Vent some of this flux here. Get right up in there. There we go. Okay. Who's left? Nobody. I think maybe some people escaped. Yeah, the wolf escaped. Karma. Reasons to have small ships. 1. They move faster and can capture control points quicker. 2. Small hulls can flank in pursuits. Yeah, which we've seen. 3. A variety of ship sizes lets you scale what you deploy to the size of the fight. That makes sense. 4. Big ships are often poor at defending their rear and benefit from small escorts to watch their back. Makes sense to you. 5. Big ships are usually too slow to force smaller ships into engagement range, and so must play anvil to enemies' smaller, faster hammer. That makes sense to you. What skills did they have? I don't know how to check that. How do you check that? They were only level 2, so they couldn't have had too much, I guess. They had a heavy armor hull mod. That might have had something to do with it. Their armor rating was 1290. I don't know how to I don't know what to check what the enemy officer has. So a wolf got away. That wolf is pretty fast. 194. Can't outrun the Tempest. When you lock onto the ship, you can see their skills. They probably had some defensive, like damage control. And the heavy armor, yeah. That's a good combination, if so. Okay, I am going to pursue them. I'm going to just take the Tempest because it's faster. And I'm just going to try to outfight them. Maybe I'll deploy combat freighter on the right here to help. Oh, they're so beat up. Okay. They are coming to get you. Annihilator rocket launcher. Ah, boy. Okay. Come help me out. Oh, that was a good dodge. There we go. Flying smaller ships is fun every once in a while, too. That's when you use termination sequence. Oh, just that, like, suicides the drone into their ship or something, right? Okay. Now we can take control. Oh, no, we want to leave that because it's giving ghost readings there. So we are going to swing around here for the orbital station. Oh, there's also a mining station in orbit. Okay. Let's save. I think my combat readiness is mostly restored. Looks like. They got a tiny bit. The kite is not finished replenishing yet. Is that a... It's got militarized subsystems, so it should, I don't know. Anyway. All right. consider my military options. 2 out of 3 segments are up. It's got some shit. We're pretty much just gonna bring all the big ships and leave the small ones behind so they don't get picked off. So I think that's what we'll do. Okay, we don't want anyone getting ahead of us. So I'm going to have everyone follow me, and then we'll order an all-out attack when we get close. I don't want anyone getting up there before. You know, all stick together. This is where that Aurora should help a lot with its point defense. Okay. Now we will order everyone. We'll order everyone to just attack, I guess. I don't know if this is the same as a full assault or not. I think that's everyone. What? Took on a lot of flux there. There we go. Woo! Big explosion. Kick his ass, sea bass. Ass has been kicked. And I leveled up. Oh, and somebody else leveled up too. Yeah. Aye. Alright, and there's a debris field left there. And then there was this mining station. Oh, we can also survey this planet. Alright, and then we'll check out this mining station. Quantity of ore, okay. A lot of ore. And a combat drone replicator. I think I can hold all of this. Yep. 2 super freighters, it definitely helps. Badsy, for what it's worth, you're playing through Kingdom Come Deliverance after watching my streams. Well, I'm glad that convinced you. I know you're not like a big fantasy medieval type of gamer, so that's I kind of like fell off of it, like it just wasn't holding my attention, but I'm glad that my experience of playing it gave you you know, the motivation to give it a shot as something different. So that's awesome. I'm assuming you're having fun with it to keep playing through it. Expanded missile racks. learned. So far, so good, yeah. Thanks for the new time sync. You are welcome. You're quite welcome. The second game is apparently very good also, so. Alright. I have a feeling I should do energy weapon mastery now also. Ooh, that +3 to burn level, which the fleet is considered to be moving slowly, could help a lot too. I don't think there's anything I want down from here at the current time. Ballistic and energy weapon range, weapon recoil. Field modulation for shields. More damage to cruisers and capital ships. Might as well make helmsmanship elite. Not energy weapon mastery. Because I get up close in my current build. And I do like this idea that my burn level, which my fleet is considered to be moving more slowly, because that especially helps me when I'm trying to get through those storms. I mean, I can make that elite for a story point. That's not my skill point. And then this could be my skill point. And I have a neutrino detector. Detect in-system entities at very long range. I think I'll do that, because that'll help me find derelicts and stuff like that, too. Okay, that's what we're doing. The apogee really benefits from this? Okay. Done. And then I think one of my other pilots leveled up. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Mentor. Oh. Just level up. So, what do I have them piloting right now? An enforcer. Pirate hull enforcer. Are they both pirate hulls? No, just this one. Heavy autocannon, salamander, swarm, rocket launcher, autocannons, machine guns. He's got missile specialization. So we could do damage control. Impact mitigation, ballistic mastery. I think we'll do ballistic. Then he'll have ballistic and missiles, which is a good fit for that enforcer. Actually, impact mitigation might be better to start. Karma Elite Helmsmanship does wonders for large hulls that have no movement ability. It's the Apogee, the Eradicator, and the Paragon. Polarized armor is fantastic for hulls with no shields, but situational for hulls with shields. If you just want to improve armor performance, impact mitigation. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. So I think I will do that. It also gives you maneuverability for if it goes elite. Interesting. Okay. These have elite skills also. All right. Done. So now I have a neutrino detector. Reconfigures the fleet's drive field to act as a neutrino detector, allowing detection of human-made artifacts and occasionally fleets at extreme ranges. High emission sources such as stars, planets, jump points, and space stations produce constant streams. Average sources produce periodic bursts. Low emission produce occasional bursts, notoriously unreliable, almost guaranteed to produce numerous false readings. Increases the range at which a fleet can be detected by 50%, consumes 1 unit of volatiles per day. So you toggle it on and off. Reliably detects the presence of slipstreams out to a range of 10 light years, except for abyssal areas. The background noise levels are such that it is unable to detect any other neutrino sources. When the fleet is traversing a slipstream, the detector is overwhelmed and shuts down. Interrupts go dark. Okay. So, a pirate fleet must have gone. No, we left that one. I'm going to go take that comm array, because why not? Maneuverability from elite impact mitigation is so that slow, heavily armored ships can turn their still intact armor toward the enemy faster and help very ponderous armored hulls without having to take helmsmanship. Oh, okay. That makes sense, right? You want to be able to rotate your armor if you don't have any shields at all. I'm going to take control of this. It's a comm relay. And then we have one unsurveyed planet down here we could go grab. And then I don't think we took anything else. No, we didn't take anything else. We're kind of waiting for, I guess we're waiting for something to come through that comm relay. There is nothing on local. So there's nothing else in this system. Oh, there's a mining station there in Freya. Kind of full of ore, which is very low priority. And there's you. Put you out of your misery. So this one is slow. 68. So I could catch them with anything. So I'll bring this. And my faster one of these. Actually, we'll do all of these on the right. Get that sensor jammer. Oops, I left that one on the left, apparently. Well, you just go be with these people, I guess. Cut across. Stick with me. We're going to prioritize taking this one out. Karma, Onslaught, Dominator, and Enforcers are examples of heavily armored and slow, but they rely on burn drive for movement, so the helmsmanship skill would be redundant on them. Onslaught and Dominator have some big fixed forward weapons they need to be able to aim, so being able to turn faster and line up burn drive with where you want to be when you're using it. That makes sense. Yeah, so it's all about, like, I guess, skill matching for the ship that they're flying. Bonk. Dead. Oh? What's this? Do you think this is a good idea? A little kite? Oh, he's giving me a little run for my money here. There, that's it. Someone's getting away here. Okay. Go get him. I'm gonna try my best to catch up. I think that might be within range. Yeah. There we go. Get right in there. Shove that plasma cannon right up in his bum. There. Done. Ah, one survivor. I feel like having maybe that little wolf might not be bad. Oh, it's not recoverable, so never mind. Whoops. Little kite. Ah, you little dink. Come here. Come here. What's your speed? 140. Oh, yeah. Tempest is coming after you. And I'll deploy, my own kite to go take that other one. Here we go. So we'll try this termination sequence out. Get him. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was brilliant. Termination sequence was awesome. All right. Is there something? There's more stuff down here. There's another pirate fleet down here that's taking their stuff. Also, a debris field here. I think we already salvaged that one. We did. There was another fleet up here, though. There it is. You going right into the Corona, huh? Oh, shit. Come here, you. Karma's usually better when training an officer to decide what the ship loadout is going to be first, and then choose the officer's skills based on that, rather than trying to find and load out a ship to match the skills an officer already has. I think most of the officers I recruited, well, I didn't recruit them. They like came from pods or whatever, and they were already level 5, so except for that one officer there, the rest of them are all maxed. So I've had to kind of do that the other way around, is try to match the officer of the ship. Some of them have conflicting skills, though. I know you can retrain them, but I think it costs a story point. Costs a story point, maybe. Okay. Heimdall's wreck. All right, we got a level 2 officer, level 1 officer. We are going to pursue them. I am going to take command. Oh, what I should have done, I forgot. I keep forgetting to switch my Transfer command before I do this. Anyway. I'm going to do this and this. And then these ones are going to come up the side. These ones are all going to come up the right side. There. Remember all of them this time. All right. And then whoever's the slowest of these. 142. 95. 95. You will all follow that ship. You will go and capture that. Retraining doesn't change the base skills, just lets you tweak their personality. Oh, okay. So, yeah, so those officers, that's the skills they have, and I can't really do much with them then. Flagship not currently deployed. Right. I need a transfer command. Get in there. Whoa, look at all that. I don't know what I pressed there. I got a lot of additional information for some reason. What did I press? Go get that one. I pressed something to bring a whole bunch more target information up. Or maybe I locked onto them? I don't remember. I don't know what button I pressed. I pressed a button. Wow. All right. That damn kite got away. What ships are recoverable? Heimdall's wreck. Medium missiles, 2 small ballistic, 2 small energy, 3 small missiles. Nah. Pursue. Transfer command to you. Take command. And I'm going to deploy you. I'm going to deploy you. You're right in the center, so I guess it doesn't matter what side. All right, we're going to go... You go get that one. No, I don't want this. I want you to capture that. Avoid. Oh, you can avoid ships. Order fighters. I haven't really looked at the fleet command too much. Oh, yeah, get him. Boom. I like this Tempest. You know what I don't like is how every match starts with me not being in the locked position. I think that's a setting. Invert behavior? Is that what I want? So that I always start with the steer toward cursor? I prefer that. Right, we will take control of that. Sure, let's overload it. Sorry, what am I doing here? Take that nav buoy as well. And then we'll go and survey this planet. You went and checked the clip to see what I was reacting to? I was zoomed in so it made the HUD and firing arcs look bigger. When the command shuttle docked, the HUD got a lot bigger to cover all the Aurora system. Yeah, so it was like when the targeting info came up on the ship I was fighting against. Like the enemy ship had a whole bunch of extra stuff in the HUD that I don't normally see. So I think I pressed a button at some point that like toggled that. I don't know if I just had target locked them or something. Target ship, maybe. I think that was it. I pressed R. I think that's what happened. That is a ghost signal, for sure. Yeah, I'd locked onto them, but that was just regular lock-on data. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that before. So it was new information for me. I don't think I've ever locked on targets before. Okay. We are all done here, so I think we're going to go check that mining station. Because it's right there in Freya. That's just a volatiles location. We don't really care about that. I'm going to go to Freya. I have a bunch of ore that I can dump if I have to. I have enough supplies and fuel. Definitely enough of both of those, so... Freya is fairly close by here. Am I even aiming my missiles? I'm just pointing them at... I mean, the salamanders that I have are on auto fire, so I'm not aiming them. And then the MLRS are dumbfires, so I'm pointing them at the ship that I want to hit. This is what easy mode does to players. I get away with ignoring basic mechanics. Well, it's a good thing it's a single player game and there's no consequences. I'm only playing against myself. I don't care if I'm doing well or not. I'm having fun, and that's all that I'm really worried about. A Phase Elite Tender. What the hell is this? Stealth Freighter audaciously employs phase technology to support covert fleet operations. The Revenant is not cheap or efficient. Raised up from a dusty set of databanks hidden in an unnamed rock orbiting a nondescript star for 100 cycles after the first AI war. Revenant schematics provided an immense boon to the logistics of Tritakian raiders during the second AI war. So it's a freighter. With phase field. That's interesting. So it's a cruiser-sized freighter with a pretty decent sensor profile. 68 for a cruiser. That seems really low. That's really interesting. The Squall's not dumbfire. It tracks to aim itself at the target before accelerating. Oh. Well, I mean, I've always just pointed my ship at what I wanted to shoot. So, if they don't track a target unless it's locked in non-easy mode, then I will begin locking my targets to form a good habit. And they're mostly like the description of the weapon was they have a brief initial aiming period and then they just fire in a straight line so you can miss. Who cares? The mode exists for a reason. Some folks are more casual and play the way they want to play. That's true. Sometimes I'm looking for super hard challenge and sometimes I am not. And right now I'm just interested in learning the game. I think at some point, like, typically what I do is I start off easy, learn the mechanics of the game. If a game is fun, but too easy, I tend to ratchet up the difficulty at that point. So I'm just still at the screwing around part of the game, I think. Because I definitely would want to do a run without the fast start. Like, starting with a cruiser, I think it'd be cooler to start with, like, 1 or 2 ships only at the beginning. Yeah, like, it is a complex game. It's got a lot of systems to learn, and the game itself is not really telling me any of these things. So, like, that the missiles won't fire a target unless you have it locked through the HUD by pressing R. Or does the game tell you that? So, some of this stuff, I'm glad that I'm not being punished for not knowing things the game's not teaching me. So I don't really mind that I'm kind of just fumbling around in easy difficulty to start with. Like, 'cause this isn't a challenge run or anything. I'm just kind of screwing around. This is what I do on my streams. I pick a game and I just screw around with it. I don't really like go hard on things. Going hard and making sure you do a really good job and you do everything really well is for my career, not for gaming. The game's not great at directly informing the player about mechanics. A lot of the important stuff's only in the hints and tips panel on the main menu. Yeah, see, that seems like it would be a pretty simple change to have, like, an option in game that's like every once in a while it pops up a hint while you're playing, because otherwise you have to sit on the main menu and just click, 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 click. So it'd be cooler if the game noticed that you were firing missiles without locking a target, if it just, like, popped up that tip. Outside of easy mode, missiles will not home in on targets unless you have them locked. Press R to lock onto a target. Like, how hard would that be? Anyway, I kind of want this ship. I suppose I could just recover it, and if I don't like it, then I could scrap it, which is what I was planning to do anyway. So I'm going to recover it here, and then we're going to take a look at the fleet, because I will be over my fleet cap. And we will see what this looks like compared to some of the other stuff. So it's got 500 cargo capacity, and that's because of my skill. It has compromised storage, so it's getting minus 100 right now, but that will get repaired shortly. This is definitely a non-combat ship. So 500 compared to, like, this one, which has 1,000. Or this one, which is 389. 444. So, like, the sensor profile for this smaller ship is 120. This one is only 68. So I think I will replace this Tarsus with this one. That's cruiser size, I think. Does it display the hull size on here? Yeah, hull size cruiser. This one's hull size cruiser. This is a destroyer. These are also destroyers. So I will strip this one. The first time you played, you spent an entire day. No, hey, no, no. Cat. First time you played, you spent an entire day just reading the codex. There's so much to understand. Yeah, I'm more of like a dive in and like bash my head against something and then I'll go and read it. My ADHD precludes me from just doing a whole bunch of really dry reading through like an instruction manual before I do something. I'm more of like an active learner. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't go and read the codex or something like that afterward, but like I don't like my first dive into a new hobby to be reading a bunch of text. Just bounce. It'll kill my interest right off the bat. Yeah, so it's not an easy mode thing. Guided missiles will choose targets based on their own in normal mode as well. In easy mode makes the combat relaxed enough I can get away with firing my missiles at the wrong target. Squall will often choose the wrong target since it's long range. You don't lock onto something. Yeah, like for sure having that lock on, being able to fire at something way off screen, because I've just been trying to point them, like using the first few missed missiles as like tracers essentially. So definitely being able to lock onto something from a distance is going to help me with those things. And yeah, like salamanders are just going to go over whoever they hit. Honestly, like I don't really care so much about that, because if I'm flying with a bunch of ships, allied ships around me, if my salamander goes off and disables another ship so that's one of my other AI ships can destroy it instead, same difference. You destroyed a ship. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so but yeah, like I can see what you mean with like the easy mode is being very forgiving. Cuz yeah, like a lot of the combats do seem like if I'm evenly matched with the fleet, like it's a stomp basically if I know what I'm doing. So I'm sure like as I pick up these other as I pick up on these other mechanics, I might fall out of this playstyle, like out of this game, this save file, because I'm going to find the challenge just kind of evaporated. If you're using DEMs, for example, it's really important to lock onto a target if I want to hit it with my missiles. What are DEMs? I don't know what those are. Okay, I'm going to scuttle this one. And we're going to... This one doesn't have anything to fit. It doesn't really make sense. It has a cloak field. If this is a dedicated freighter, it kind of makes sense to have... Well, you know what? We'll leave that because this is a field fit. We'll leave that for now. Okay, those are the remnants. What did we come here for? We came here for a mining station. Okay, there's something down here. Where did it say the mining station was? Some distance away from the center. So, I mean, that could be it, but it's probably not. We've got an active gate. We've got some planets to survey. So, we will check out this blip. It's just a derelict Prometheus. These are the big-ass tankers. Just gonna salvage that. Oh, there's another... That is coming towards us here. Whoa. It's only 2-star danger rating. DEMs are direct energy missiles. They're the missiles that shoot lasers. Okay, so the Aurora has one of those, I think. There's a Gorgon. Limited infrequent shots, they'll zip off a long way to seek their target, and you just stack them with multiple attacks to penetrate. Gazers are DMs, but you're more likely to use them at close range. Yeah. So I think I've probably been using them correctly just accidentally, which is alright. That Vulture, I think, is the second ship there. It doesn't have as much D-mods as the others. That one might be the only one that gives me trouble if I were to fight them. They're probably looking for me. They don't know who I am because they only saw me on radar. I'm gonna just avoid them for now. We'll stay in the ring for now because we are just looking for something on the outer edge anyway, so this is kind of what we would be doing. I almost used that neutrino burst, which probably would have been a bad idea then because that would have brought them straight to me. Venture, pirate variant. Yeah, I have a long way to go before I have any of the ship hulls memorized, that's for sure. Ooh. A lot of signals just bounced off down here. I don't know what those were. Debris fields, I think. Oh, up. It's a bit like Pokemon. Gotta catch them all. Found an orbital habitat. Is that the orbital habitat that I found? Up. Uh-oh. Somebody... Okay. So somebody just pinged me. There's 2 orbital habitats there. There's also the mining station I came here to look for. I'm going to get into this magnetic field here. I think these are dormant Revenant fleets, probably. Yep. Omen class frigate. Let's go check that one out. Survey data for something. What is the Omen? Rarely deployed due to the cost associated with maintaining a technologically advanced ship. Excellent shields and EMP emitter. Perfect escort for larger ships. A missile and 2 energy. Generates lightning arcs that quickly knock out enemy missiles, weapons, and engines. Mostly negated by shields. Interesting. Alright. Let's salvage these habitats. Couple gamma cores. That'll break into debris field. Okay. I have this ore. I'm just going to dump it. I shouldn't be picking up regular ore. It's not worth it. It's not worth carrying for me. You don't go deep space salvage mission for a bunch of regular fucking ore. Doesn't make any sense. There's 3 civilian transports. Nope. Not interested in that. Okay. So I should probably just survey these planets and then leave because... Whoops, that's not what I wanted to press. Because I'm kind of running out of cargo space. Omen is an AWACS if the radar dome doubled as a Tesla coil. I've heard of that AWACS acronym, but I cannot remember what it means off the top of my head. The Hyperion. This is a frigate. It has a phase teleport with a universal medium and 2 medium energies. High maintenance. That is very high maintenance. 30 maintenance. My god. Bleeding Edge advanced gunship. Deployment is 15 for a frigate. That is very advanced. I kind of want to recover it. AWACS, Airborne Warning and Control System. Oh, so it's like one of those dome... Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Like one of those dome aerial radar systems. Except you can also temporarily turn it into a Tesla coil. That's hilarious. I kind of want one of these gunships. The airliners with the flying saucer on the top, the Air Force uses it for mobile radar. Ah, yeah. Yeah, I get that. Okay, yeah, I get it now. All right, we're going to recover this. Salvage. Oh, we got another thing in there. Another biofactory. Picked up transplutonic ore, which is okay. I'm going to drop some food here. I'm going to drop all the food here and I'll stabilize it because I'm going to probably come back to this system. I mean, the food's not really worth much either, but it's 9 supplies, whatever. Okay. So this pirate kite I know is really cheap to deploy. I almost want to drop this fuel tanker. 350 fuel is not really a whole lot, and have this gunship instead. Why am I carrying around a civilian transport vehicle? Is this doing anything for me? I'm not taking passenger missions or anything. I have a high-tech buffalo and a hegemony buffalo. I'm going to get rid of this light tanker. I think at some point I'm going to replace one of these tankers with a giant-ass Fathian heavy tanker. But for now, I think I can drop 350 fuel. So let's strip this one and we will scuttle it. Whoops. And then we will put this up with our other frigate here. These are all frigates. Combat frigates. They should be all in front of my carrier, I think. I think the carriers I will have selective use of whether or not I deploy them based off of what's going on. Combat freighter. Destroyer-sized combat freighter. No, never mind. These are more likely to come out. This doesn't matter. This is just sorting crap. I am going to mothball this one for now, though. Okay. Carries 100 crew of Marines and nearly as much cargo. You get one during the prologue so you can crew the ships in the graveyard. Ah, okay. So don't really need it then anymore. So I could also drop that. Because I have like 3,800 crew capacity because of all of my other ships. So what does it give me for cargo? 78 cargo. Yeah, I think I'll strip the machine gun off that and scuttle it. Okay. Alright. Survey this planet. There's that decent-sized pirate fleet that's still around here somewhere. And then whatever this is. Another debris field. More Marines. Okay. It is time to go. So that we're gonna mark that as important so we know to come back. We also left some other stuff here. Cargo pods. Mining station. And there's an inactive gate. It doesn't scale with larger fleets. Advantages are that it's cheap and has a high burn rate. So it's cheap and fast, essentially. Makes sense. Good at the very beginning of the game. Okay, and then we are going to head back to Galatia. Or are we? ESOD is currently in a nebula, so that might not be too bad for offloading our stuff, because it's right there. Asteroid field around this point. All right. And ESOD is near the ESOD jump point. That makes sense. Order jump, transponder off. See if we can get in here. Be a bit harder to do. I think we tried sneaking in before. Through the nebula here. Yeah, because there's like a picket fleet that's usually hanging out pretty close. This might not be. This might not be very doable. There's 2 pickets. I had to wait for it to like get right here. No, it's moving away from me too. I can always sabotage the sensor array. Don't think they have one in this system. This might not be the right place to do this. Planet's moving away from the nebula. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Okay, we're gonna have to go somewhere else. I think Tile has Cibola Station right next to the asteroid belt. But if we're gonna go that far, we might as well go to Galatia, where we know for sure. Oh, I think they just tagged us. We'll just pull our transporter on for now. Oh, it's all this debris. Someone got blowed up here, I guess. No. Right. Oh, we need an ad. I didn't realize we had an ad coming in there. Oh, don't get zapped. All right. Okay. Pontus. Okay, let's unmothball that ship for now. Actually, might as well wait till we get back to the station to do that. That's stuff to sell on the black market. No, hey, stop. Stop that. Kata. I already have one of those, so we'll sell it. I'm going to sell one of these. Okay. Yeah, so we were on an ad break there. So, Karma, I was looking for a station that I could easily sneak to so I could offload my salvage on the black market. And so I was hoping because that station was closest and it was in a nebula that it might be easier to sneak up on it, but it had those two fast pickets just circling it. There was no way that I could get to it, so I just figured I'd head to Galatia because the Denriku mining station or whatever, Derinkuyu station, Derinkuyu mining station is always out of the hegemony fleet or whatever. If I'm going to sell metal, I might as well sell it somewhere that uses metal. Yeah, I'm not really concerned with selling the stuff at a place where it's using it. I'm mostly trying to avoid tariffs right now. That was my goal, is like, because I black market stuff, I want to just offload everything. Do not use the F1 for more info. No. I've seen this before, like all the market prices and everything, but like I guess I could sell them like I could keep all these metals and sell them. So right now they sell for 13. They would sell for 25 at Thule, 8 light years away. But how much fuel and supplies am I going to use getting there? And then the 30% tariff on that margin is, what's 30% of 25 is 8. So like I'm only making another $4 per unit. It doesn't make sense. So I mostly just want to just get it out of my storage. I think if I were playing more carefully, or if I were doing like a trade run and not just like salvage and dump and then go back out and then come back and dump, I would be more worried about that, but I'm not really worried about it. I'm not a min-maxer. I'll buy the fuel off the open market here. Okay. Transponder on, and we'll head to Ansura now, because we want to outfit that new frigate that we picked up. Okay, so we have stuff to put in storage. All these guns. Fighter blueprints, and a couple things that we'll use maybe for a colony. We'll confirm that, and then we'll check out this one, gunship. Is it mothballed still? It is, okay. So what is this thing doing? These are all going to come off. It's high maintenance, so it has doubled maintenance, monthly maintenance. Suit myself. You tend to make a metal-consuming world with heavy industry as your first stop coming in from outer sector. That makes sense. I haven't done the colony stuff, but like, I suppose that would be a good idea because you don't have to, then you don't sell the metals. You're consuming them yourself for your own colony. That makes sense. Okay, so excessive maintenance. Do not stand well. They have a CR decay after peak performance runs out. Okay, so this is something we would use. Peak performance at 2 minutes. This is something we would use for short battles. It's got good speed. It's got a lot of firepower for its size. So this would be a good flanker. Instantly teleport to any desired nearby location. Also, we're just testing it out. So who knows if we like it or not. We can leave that needler on it. What does it have for some of its... a phase lance and a pulse laser. Typhoon Reaper. And 2 ion pulsers. So that would come in with the ion pulsers to knock down their shields and then launch a Typhon Reaper right into them. This one's more for long engagement because you got... looks like 2 kinds of pulse lasers perhaps, and then the needler. Flux distributor, hardened shields, hardened subsystems. We'll start with that. But we want to maybe take advantage of the fixed mounts to have something with low accuracy. Heavy blaster. So it makes sense to have like 2 ion pulsers on there, but I don't have 2 of them. I only have 1. Ion pulsar. These would be to disable the ship. What's the range on these? 700, 500. I want something closer probably. These are only small mounts. I don't have enough ordnance points for those. Flux dissipation. Hardened subsystems to help with the delicate machinery, I guess. You are selling them, but the price is going to be around twice as high for any commodity at a world that actually needs that commodity for their economy. So you go looking for a metal world when you're on your way back, and sell the stuff at that world, and then go to offload all your other like black market stuff after you offload things like metals in bulk or whatever, or food. As you learn the core map, you learn which ports are easy to sneak into. Yeah, so I have those two right now, Galatia for sure, and Tile was the other one that I know are really easy to sneak into for me. There's probably others. I haven't really looked around too much. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot of options here, so it kind of makes sense to just... Maybe I don't want the heavy needler. Hypervelocity driver. Heavy mauler. This is a hybrid mount too. Worlds with heavy industry also manufacture supplies and sell supplies cheaper. Yeah, I'm getting so many supplies from salvaging that I haven't had to buy any for a while. It's a heavy mount. I may just leave the needler on there. I'm not really going to... Let's do this for now because that's all I have in my inventory. Another capacitor on there. Makes more sense, I think. We'll see. Easy mode boosting salvage rates, yeah. These D mods have to come off. They will come off on their own over time. Okay. And then we will repair that one. So it's good to go. Its combat readiness caps at 65 though. That's the... Is that being penalized somewhere? I think that's just because it's high maintenance ship and has delicate machinery maybe. Anyway. Okay. That's it for today, though, because I have to go get lunch. I got stuff to do. Mother-in-law needs some help around her apartment today. Okay. All hail the sun. This glorious yellow sun behind me. Okay, thanks for coming and hanging out. Thanks, Karma, for all your help and the tips.
Jolly good show, Major.
Thanks. Smork, thanks for coming by. Always good to see you, especially on Saturdays. I know you're not so exhausted. Assuming you slept the night before. All right, and yeah, Bad Seed, I'll be around later part of the afternoon. I think Saul is around after 3:30, and we'll play some games off stream or something. We'll see what's going on. Okay, anyway, thanks everyone for coming by and for your support. I will see you all on Tuesday, hopefully. And be good to yourselves, each other. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Okay. Have fun with your weekend, hopefully, everyone. Okay, bye.